This is the Miami Vice Definitive Collection, complete series on 32 DVD discs. All 111 episodes of the groundbreaking 80s cop show. This is the most recent incarnation of the complete series. There was another one before which kind of was a bit different. The box format was slightly different. Just open the box and take a look. See how it's stored. Okay. There you go. So this is series 1 and 2. And these come out. So there's nothing to break really. Here you got your index. And this is how it's done. Season 1, Season 2, 6 discs on each season. And the second part contains series 3 to 5. There you go. Season 3. I actually have Season 1, which I bought back in 2006, and I also bought Season 3. I borrowed Season 2 off somebody and swapped them Season 3, and I gave them back Season 2, and they never gave me back Season 3, so that's gone. So if you're out there and you know who it is, and you know who you are, give me back my Miami Vice Season 3, you bastard. So yeah, The Vice was a groundbreaking cop show starring Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas, famously known as Crockett and Tubbs. And there's a good support cast as well. Michael Talbot and John Dial and the two girls. The first 3 or 4 episodes have got a different boss running the police Vice unit, and then he's replaced by Edward James Olmos, who is fantastic and really makes it. He's a heavyweight. There's rumours that Don Johnson didn't like him. Well, you can understand why. I think Don Johnson is great at Crockett, but Castile, the police chief, almost does an amazing job, and he's actually quite menacing, and you know, he's the kind of guy you wouldn't want to mess with. I will admit, back in the 80s I didn't watch Miami Vice. I watched it in 84, 85, 86 maybe, but I don't ever remember watching it up till the end, so I haven't seen seasons 4, 5 and 6. I believe it, you know, it did peter out by then. Some of the storylines were a little bit shoddy. You know, Michael Mann, I like his stuff, and you know, one thing about it, even when you're looking back, apart from all the fashions and all that crazy 80s stuff, it's still quite present. It was groundbreaking at the time, and that's why it's, you know, if there was no 80s, there would be no Miami Vice. Miami Vice is the 80s, I suppose. The 80s is the Space Shuttle, Rubik Cube, breakdancing, Prince, Madonna, and Miami Vice. I must add this, but anybody who's actually watched it will know, the music was contemporary. It used a lot of pop music, plus music soundtrack by Jan Hammer, and so that was one great part of it. Then also there was a lot of famous people in it: Phil Collins, Frank Zappa, Leonard Cohen, Miles Davis, Willie Nelson, Glenn Frey from the Eagles, and Then there was a lot of actors as well who were little known at the time. Bruce Willis, Michael Madsen, and a lot of actors brought back in that were kind of gone past their sell by date. I think Pam Grier is in it as well, who also starred in Jackie Brown. Yeah, so yeah, it's, like I said, groundbreaking, and the genius of using famous musicians. Yeah, and great music. That's what makes Miami Vice a classic.